Liebe axinocapital Investoren-Community, wir sind hier für euch auf der Investmesse 2025, Deutschlands größte Anlegermesse. Und wir sagen, wir sind die Experten für Edelmetalle und Rohstoffaktien, machen das Ganze seit 35 Jahren. Und deshalb haben wir natürlich auch Kontakte in die Szene und dürfen heute Keith Neumeyer hier bei uns auf dem Stand begrüßen in Stuttgart. Keith, first of all, thank you very much for your time and for coming here, traveling from Canada to Germany. That's quite a journey, right?
Oh, I love coming to Germany, and I come quite regularly, as you probably know. We have lots of shareholders in Germany, and we have for many years, and we're very proud of that. And it's a great conference. A lot of people here today, a lot of shareholders are meeting today, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and it's very busy too, right? You brought some silver with you, and it was sold out quite early.
We didn't bring enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, very good. So let's talk about the whole operations right now. You just acquired Jahre Silver, right? It's been a while ago. How's everything going there? The integration's going good?
Yeah, it's going very well. Actually, Gatos is above budget right now, and had a great first quarter. We're expecting it's going to have a great second quarter as well. That transaction closed in January, mid-January. So Q2 will be the first full quarter of that mine operating under First Majestic's umbrella. So that'll likely, we're hoping, will give us a record Q2. And we had a great Q1, we had a record Q1, about $250 million in revenue we received that quarter. We made about $50 million in free cash flow that quarter. We've got about a little over $400 million in the bank right now, which is a pretty good place.
It's very good, What are you going to do with the cash? Any plans?
Keep hoarding it. No plans yet.
Yeah, very good.
We're buying back stock.
Yeah,
we bought some stock just this week, and we bought, I think, in the last couple of months, about 700,000 or 800,000 shares in the market.
Yeah, very good. No, it's good that you're doing something for your shareholders there. So that's very good. And you're also doing a very heavy exploration program. I think it's the biggest one of the complete history of the company. Yeah,
we're about 240,000 meters of drilling this year. I think we've got about 25 rigs currently active. So a lot of drilling.
Very good. So let's talk about the silver prices and obviously your share price, right? I mean, that's the question you've been asking. You're getting asked quite often. You have a record quarter. You're going to have maybe a record year. That could be also a perfect setup when you see the silver price, which is about to break out, in my opinion. Give us a little bit of an idea. What is your expectation for 2025 in general?
Well, the share price has been quite disappointing, actually. Last time silver was over $30, our stock was $25 a share. And now it's trading about $8 Canadian, which I think is quite ridiculous. We put out our financials the other day, and the stock was down. The day we put our financials out, which I couldn't quite understand. I thought the stock would be up 10% that day. And it was down. Yesterday, fortunately, it was up, which is good to see. But yeah, it's. I think just all the miners are not really performing that well. The investors are still chasing high-tech stocks and things like that. And I look at this market very similar to 2000, 2001. Where we had the high-tech stocks start to come down, and then a lot of that money started going into real estate or going into the mining sector. And I think we're in the early stages of a major bull market for the miners.
I would totally agree. I mean, we can still see even the market, the general market is shaking. People are starting to rotate into hard assets, right? But still some people would love to see the tech stocks up. I mean, Tesla had a very bad reporting this year, Elon Musk's car company, but still the stock got up. You had a very good reporting and the stock got down. So that sees we need more investment and more money in this industry. How can we get this money now?
Well, we have to stay on the road and we have to do the hard work. And for example, we're going to London just after this conference, and we have about 20 institutional meetings coming up in the next week. So, the institutions are starting to pay attention. They see the miners starting to create a lot of cash, and all the producers are profitable now. And the institutions are saying, hey, look, maybe we should be allocating some capital to the mining sector. So, and that's what they did back in 2002 and 2003. And that's what caused the 10-year bull market. And I think we're just in the early stages of that.
Very good. And how's the whole Trump politic is affecting you? Is there anything where you would say, well, that could be also a trigger point for higher silver prices, or do you think he's even bad for the market? What's your opinion on that?
It does create a lot of uncertainty. Trump changes his mind quite a lot, and we had thought that possibly we might have to get pay a tariff for our silver, crossing the U.S. border. Fortunately, that didn't happen. Silver and gold are exempt. from tariffs, which is good to see. But it does create the uncertainty, and it creates volatility.
But still, a lot of silver went from the LBMA to the COMEX, and LBMA is Europe's biggest physical trading house, if you like, and it's getting less and less silver in the inventory. What's your opinion on that?
Well, because there's deficits, and I don't think people are really waking up to it. I think there are institutions that are now waking up, but it's very early stages. We've had 5 years of deficits. The mining sector produces about 830 million ounces of silver a year, and there's about 1.2 billion ounces in consumption. So how long can that last until you see multi-digit? I think we're going to see triple-digit silver. I coined that phrase 10 years ago. I haven't been right yet, but I think I will be right.
I think everything speaks for that, right? I would totally agree on that, and we are really looking forward to the next few months and years, because I think it's going to be an exciting time. We're just at the beginning of the bull market, and there's more to come.
I think so.
Very good.
And 2025 is going to be a great year for First Majestic. We're going to have, as I said, $1 billion in revenue this year. That's very good. That's a lot of revenue.
Absolutely.
So,
Keith, very good. Is there anything else you would like to mention to the German-speaking shareholders? Because you have quite a few, right? You have quite a few German shareholders. Give us a little bit of a statement to Germany, to the German-speaking shareholders in the end.
Well, sure, and I've met lots of shareholders over the last 2 days here at the conference, and some of the shareholders have owned the stock for 5, 10 years in some cases, and I very much appreciate the support we have in Germany. I've been coming here since 2004, and we built quite a very loyal shareholder base in Germany, and we continually will support them and do our best to hopefully make some profit for our German shareholders.
Very good.
Our management is very committed, and we spend our days obviously working for our shareholders.
Very good. Keith, it was very good talking to you. I appreciate it, and have a safe travel back to Canada.
Great, thank you. Thanks.